right, well, boom, baby. Today we are working on oil leaks, specifically with Morticia. And I'm going to show you what's going on there. And then also some other good news. Our buddy Jerry helped us out with the winch right there. So really excited because now we can put a winch in the garage and have no issue at all. Worst case scenario, we can always pull her back in. But let me show you the leak that we're dealing with today. We keep losing oil. And I definitely identified the leak. So check this out. And it's pretty glaringly obvious, but right where the the fuel pump would have been, it was capped off, which is fine, but it's leaking right there. Let me see if I can show you. Let's zoom in. Yeah, you see all that oil leaking around it? So I'm gonna pop that off and see if we can do a better job of sealing it up. All right, let's get this bad boy out of there. Pretty easy to access, thankfully. I mean, that's a nice thing with this car too. Everything's really accessible. It should be a really easy fix. I've got some of that gasket maker. I hope this doesn't leak oil all over the place. And hopefully no big deal. Pry it off of here. Maybe that's not the source of my oil leak. Well, I guess good news. I'm not convinced that's actually a leak. I mean, that sucker sealed up pretty good. I might just throw these bolts back on there. There's no sense if it's not leaking. One of the bolts wasn't tightened up all the way. I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it, but I think in general this is probably not bad like I thought it was, which is okay. I'm okay with that. The other piece I wanted to look at was we're getting a really bad rattle in this fender, and I think I figured out the source of the problem. I think it's this piece of the fuel line rattling like that because there's nothing else in there. So I think what I'm going to do for now is kind of zip tie it away so we can kind of stay away from everything. So I'll probably put a couple cross zip ties there because I'll look in this fender too, but actually let's crawl down there. Yeah, I mean there's nothing in this fender that I would think would rattle. Unless this panel's rattling. I don't think so though. I think it's gotta be that fuel line, which is fine, that's easy. For now, we'll zip tie it up. We'll find a better solution. We gotta rerun that line anyways, but for now, we'll use the zip ties. All right, so we get this side. I mean, if we just pull at it from two directions, I mean, that right there will probably do it. Yeah, no, it's not hitting anything. Actually, that might be good. Yeah, before it was hitting right here. Now it won't. So, yeah, leave good enough alone, I suppose. All right, so one of the things I really like is this Ettenwolf air inflator. And what makes it nice, Blue? Yeah, Blue likes it too. What makes it nice is you set the pressure that you want, and when you hit the start button, it stops at that pressure. All right, so just switch it to tire pressure for car. There we go. Ooh, 18 pounds. Yeah, that's low. Let's go to 26. I think we could do better than that, though. Yeah, I think 30. Let's start with 30, actually. Are you helping me, Blue? Are you helping me? Yeah, Blue's helping me. There we go, Blue. We got it. So, as you guys know, the alternator didn't seem to be charging. However, I don't know if that's because the wiring or the alternator's bad, but I was cleaning the garage. Say hi, Blue. You see Blue? I was cleaning the garage and I found this old Ford alternator, which was still working, I think. I think I just swapped it out for good measure. So maybe that's an option too. But the wiring is of course different. So I need to figure out, one, is this one even bad? Two, if we switch to this one, how do we wire it? I'm looking at these numbers to see how they correlate and checking the wiring. Are you checking too? Blue's also checking the wiring. Thank you, Blue. Yes, so I'm trying to pull up the correct wiring diagram off of the numbers that I'm finding on the alternator. And this one's easier because I could check the year, of course. This one I'm not sure, but it does also have a couple tags. So I'm sure I could get the correct wiring and see maybe it's wired wrong, hopefully. Maybe it's still working. That would be, I guess, easier. I mean, this has less plugs, so I don't really know, but less plugs, I figure probably easier to wire. I mean, this has got 4 or 5. This only got a couple, so what do you think, Blue? Yeah? So Blue and I are figuring it out. So referencing the diagrams that I found, I'm going to try this again, but I think this second prong here is supposed to also go to some kind of battery positive source, and this is supposed to be ground. So I think what I'm going to try and do is plug this back in, unplug this, maybe even ground this in some way and see if that works. What's a little nerve-wracking is somebody did this. So either they just had this alternator and I don't know, but I'm going to try because according to the diagram, pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to try that. Hopefully it works. So Blue, the question is where we're going to ground it out. So yeah, this is where that wire was, which we'll make a new wire for the ground. This was already there, so that's easy. And I don't know, I'm going to reference again if we need to do anything with these prongs up top. I'm guessing not, but we'll see. Let's just get it back in the car and then we'll go from there. And what I'll probably do is I might just ground it back there. I don't know, this should be okay. So anyhow, and Bill's gonna help us out with the bracket, but for now I just want to see if we can get this thing working. So we're gonna bolt it back up and use this in the meantime. Now I just have to remember how we had the bracket. Oh yeah, I think it was like this. Yeah, so this is not, of course, the right way, but how we're doing it just to get by. Bill Cameron, you know, awesome dude. He's actually getting creative with this bracket, and I'm hoping, it sounds like he might be able to help us out. So, but in the meantime, that's how that goes, like that. Oh man, I keep catching myself on like every edge of this car. Smacked my head twice today already. All right, and then this guy, where's that other bolt? We got this bolt for the bottom, so we'll get that hooked up. That one like that. That works. That's what we did. That's for sure what we did. Okay. So that kind of gets us roughly there. So we're going to tighten everything up, but that'll at least allow us to see if our alternator's charging. So this will hook back up to here, Wait, is this backwards or something? Why is it not reaching now? Do we flip it upside down? No. And actually, shoot, we could even just ground it there. That might be an option. Just ground it right on the back of that. But yeah, let's see if this works. And hopefully it does. Because that would be awesome. I know it's keeping this tight, but this wire's kind of old anyways. There we go. Now we can reach. I guess, yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll reach it to there. Oh, sorry. All right, so now we should be able to reach there. Actually, let me tighten everything up first. And we might be able to test, I don't know. Let's see. Blue, I think we got it, Blue. What do you think, Blue? Huh? You think we got it? I think we got it. Let's go look. Well, kind of. I mean, we still have to do the rest of the wiring, but we got everything tightened up. And so there we go. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run a ground wire from here to actually just right there. I think that'll be good because this connects right to the block anyways. So I'll probably get some feedback from one of you smarter fellas before I start it. But I think that's probably the way to go. On our last deal here, got a little ground wire going. And I connected with Silverback Garage. And he confirmed that I had it correct. So we're going to ground this bad boy out. And we should be good to go. But at least, thanks to Bill Cameron, we've got the right parts to fix it. I might need that other kit though. All right, so now we got that side with that end and this with this. Let's go bolt it up. So we got it power to power, ground to grounding out. What do you think, Blue? Blue doesn't care. He's like, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so we got that wired up. I think we're good. All right, so it's the next day. Let's start up Morticia. And let's see if this alternator is charging. Could very well be. We definitely had it hooked up wrong before. And I was able to verify our connections with Oli's Garage. Huge thanks to my buddy Oli's. And let's see, we'll get the multimeter too, and we'll see if it's working. Just to show here as well. Now I don't know how many cold cranking amps we got, but let's just see. 12 volts. All right, so we got 12. I know it's probably needing some help, so I'll probably throw the jump pack on it as well. Give it a start. The Bill Cameron jump pack, baby. This thing is killer. Actually, just turn. Oh, it's already on. Okay, well, that's good. I know it's already charged. And boom. I do need to put this on the trickle charger too. But we got power. Boom, we're good. And let's start her up. Make sure we got a couple bricks under there. Started right up, just like a sewing machine. Still not charging. Check it out. Check it. Yeah, it just keeps dropping. 9. It was 10 when I checked a minute ago. Yeah, really not great. Just want to see if that makes a difference. Yeah, we're getting nothing. It's not charging. Running really good, but not charging. All right, so a bit of a bummer. It's definitely not charging. I think the wiring's pretty correct because I verified with Olis and diagrams, and I think we're good. So I think it's just not charging. So we're gonna have to get a new alternator. We'll swap that one out, and hopefully that'll do it. I mean, who knows how old that alternator is, you know? So we'll swap the alternator and we'll go from there. But I would say this is still a huge success. So that's going to do it for today, but we just need to get a new alternator, and I think we'll be in a lot better shape. At least we know how it's supposed to be wired. So we'll probably just get that same exact type of alternator, match up the wiring the same way, and we should be good. I mean, Morticia's running really good. There is some other stuff. So we need the emergency brake cable is still frayed, broken, needs to be replaced. That's going to be another one. The wheel's locked up. That'll probably be the next video. And then there was some other stuff. Oh, we got an oil leak that we have not found the culprit. So we still have a little bit to do, but she's running good. Everything's sounding good. So far, all positive. Boom, baby.